For those of you that don't know, I lost someone really special to me recently. And as you can imagine, grieving for somebody who deconverted from Christianity and considers himself an atheist is very different from how religious people grieve. And although my grandma was religious and she got the funeral that she wanted, I was feeling really disconnected and lost during the service because it felt like it could have been anyone's service and like it didn't really showcase all that she was and why she specifically mattered. It was more focused on the concept of an afterlife and where she and others believed that she was heading. As a way to cope with all that, I started writing a goodbye toast for her, and later that day I read the toast aloud for everyone at the bar that she owned for 30 plus years and was still bartending at shortly before she got sick. It was received really well, and I'm so happy for that. But I did just want to take the time to share the words that I wrote for her, partially because I want to honor her memory, but also for anyone else who may benefit from hearing them, or anyone who is struggling after losing someone and grappling with saying goodbye as someone who doesn't believe that you will meet that person again in another life. Although this is specific to my grandma, I think I was really able to capture the value of human life and mortality and just what she meant to me. If you guys are interested in more of my perspective, I might be creating some content centering around that soon and the process of grieving and what's helped me as an atheist. But until then, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you do drink alcohol, be sure to pour yourself a glass of Jack and Pepsi for my grandma. I know it's kind of tradition to pour one out for the dead, but honestly, my grandma would think that that was just a waste of a good drink.
Yeah, you can do it. I think I can speak for all of us when I say the Jeans family tree is a bit complicated, because it doesn't seem to just stop at one tree or even two or three. It's more like a forest that hasn't stopped growing. With that growth has come a lot of twists and turns and hardships between paths that were laid before many of us at birth, and the new ones that we made for each other, and the ones that we eventually chose for ourselves. So, taking a moment to speak for myself, as the person I am now, reflecting back on who she was to me and the impact she made as my grandmother by blood and my guardian at heart and my mother by choice. If I were asked to summarize the best of what I learned in my 30 years up to the last days we shared together, I'd start by saying that it's not the hand you're dealt in life that defines your present or your future, but rather what you choose to do with it. And it's never too late to choose different. She showed me that love can't be captured or defined by any single moment or decision, no matter how wonderful or painful they become. Because every individual moment is only a piece of what we are capable of being. And there's always room left over to be better than we were yesterday. She showed me that the love we have for each other only stops growing when we stop listening, and that the biggest mistake we can make is to stop trying. There's this saying I think about sometimes. It goes something like, you can't truly love another until you learn to love yourself. I think what I took away from me love was a bit like that, but instead it's more of, you can't truly love anyone, much less yourself, until you learn how to let others love you. So cheers to you, Grandma. I don't think I'm alone in saying thank you for showing me what it truly means to love and to be loved in the first place.
To quote the words of fictional character Aaron Green in episode 7 of Midnight Mass, this body is mostly just empty space after all and solid matter. It's just energy vibrating very slowly, and there's no me. There never was. The electrons of my body mingle and dance with the electrons of the ground below me, and the air I'm no longer breathing. And I remember there is no point where any of that ends and I begin. I remember I am energy. Not memory, not self. My name, my personality, my choices all came after me. I was before them and I will be after. And everything else is pictures picked up along the way. Fleeting little dreamlets printed on the tissue of my dying brain. And I am the lightning that jumps between. I am the energy firing the neurons, and I am returning just by remembering. I'm returning home. And it's like a drop of water falling back into the ocean of which it's always been a part. All of us, a part. Everyone who's ever been, every plant, every animal, every atom, every star, every galaxy, all of it. More galaxies in the universe than grains of sand on the beach. And that's what we're talking about when we say God, the One, the cosmos and its infinite dreams. We are the cosmos dreaming of itself. It's simply a dream that I think is my life every time. But I'll forget this. I always do. I always forget my dreams. But now, in this split second, in the moment I remember, the instant I remember, I comprehend everything at once. There is no time. There is no death. Life is a dream. It's a wish, made again and again and again and again, and on into eternity. And I am all of it. I am everything. I am all I am that I am.